Hello. I was just, whenever I start the stream, I have to change the link in the tweet that automatically tweets because it always puts the donation link in and not the stream link. So I just do the basic link to the channel, and then I forgot to change it because I was like, oh my gosh, I'm really late today. And if any of you said no, that I won't be late, why? Why do you keep lying to yourself? I actually don't know what the poll's looking like. Oh, wow. We actually did get 100%. Wow. I was expecting that to go on for a lot longer to get some no's in there. But I'm glad everybody's just being truthful today. A dab for the chat. Okay, well, we did sell a Game Boy Pocket, so there are only 3 left today. We've got the blue one, the red one, and the white one. All these are still available. I need to switch to the other. There we go. Now I can actually see what I'm putting in front of the camera. But this is what we got for pockets. I really should undo the packaging for the DMG so I can show those off easier. But oh well, maybe next week. Then we've got all these Game Boy Colors still. And of course, everything is at their new low pricing. And we've got these 3 Game Boy Advances, and we're going to add the Gengar Game Boy to this collection today. So, if you want any of these, at least check out the new low prices. I feel like a Kmart ad or something, but the white is very clean. I thought I had something else to say, but the SP from yesterday, I'm still waiting on the cord, the new cord for it, so that probably won't be up till next week, unfortunately. Pick one, shield or sword. I went with shield for my playthrough, but I feel like that's not the best either or question because they're practically the same. But I went with shield, so I wouldn't care either way if I was stuck with one for the rest of my life, though. I'm surprised the colors have lasted this long. Yeah, I'm surprised that the Typhlosion one has lasted so long. I know that Typhlosion maybe isn't the most popular of the starters, but it looks super cool, and it's, besides like the DMGs, I think I've had that one the longest. What I'm really surprised by is that the Suicune one hasn't sold, because Suicune, like Gengar and Mew, are the ones that sell so fast for me. I don't know. But if you are waiting for a Black Friday or Cyber Monday sale, it's not going to happen because for like the 3rd time, I dropped the prices on pretty much everything. So, yeah. I went over the budget and I went over like exactly how much I get everything for, which does fluctuate, but right now it's down, so I'm putting the prices down. So there you go. Wait, no, I want that one. Let's say hello to everyone, and I will get started on this mod. We're just doing one today because I do have a lot of stock, and I don't have a ton of mod kits left, unfortunately. But we've got Jovi, Dank Mail, Jovi again, a lot of dank mail, a lot of dabs. Video game restoration, Erwin, Owen, Tristan, hello, how are you doing? DC is nowhere to be found, but I know where he is. He's playing Pokemon. At least that's where he was at when I checked a couple minutes ago when I was playing Pokemon myself. So, and Jawed. I'll never not say that with a baby voice. Esteban Garcia, welcome. Don't know if you're actually in the stream, but welcome. I still am getting ahead of myself. We don't need that yet. Okay. Let's do this thing. Let's get out the tri-wing. I use the Y0 bit. I think you could probably get away with the Y1 if that's what you got. But even though I haven't heard anything from them, I still recommend iFixit. Non-sponsored. And Pappy. Welcome, Pappy. I think I officially fixed the audio, because no one mentioned it yesterday, unless I just missed it, or yesterday, Monday, but the audio was bad then too, so I don't know what's going on. Well, I knew what was going on. I changed everything to 48 kilohertz, or whatever it is, the 48 setting, and I didn't change over my microphone, so that time my mic was the thing that was all glitchy glue. I don't know what I'm talking about. Esteban says, I was able to mod my GBA ASP thanks to your vid. That's awesome. 2.3 for life. What's 2.3? Yeah, what games are you playing? What are your plans for this new amazing beautiful SP that you've modded? All thanks to me. The music is really quiet. It was really loud, and then I dropped it down, and then it got really quiet. It's very hard to adjust. Whoa. Hopefully, I don't know. The sucky part about the setup that I use, hold up. When I have it on the setting where you guys can actually hear it too, I can't adjust the volume of the actual computer. So like when I'm on stream, all I can do to adjust it is use the YouTube volume slider that is really tiny, and with my trackpad it's tough. I really wish that I had a Windows laptop for streaming, or I could more easily move my PC from here to my room. But oh well, that's better. Right now, just replaying Red. That's awesome. That's the last tri-wing. There we go. Okay. Then swapping to the Phillips bit. This one I'm doing the 1, not the 0. Technically, we should probably be using J1 because it's not Phillips. It's already forgetting what that's called, because that's how much it matters. Alright, moving on. Yes, we have a 40 pin, even though I think it's labeled on there. Yeah, I've been labeling if it's 40 pin or not, because 40 pin is better. 40 for life. And if you're wondering why the 40 pin is better, I'll show you in a minute. I don't know why they needed to change it from 40 to 32. I'd actually be interested if there is a real reason why for that, because as far as I know, the screens are exactly the same. Okay. And I forgot that I still clean everything. I was like, wow, this is really clean, because I cleaned it. And even the rest of it's actually fairly clean. But we'll put that off to the side, and we can get the rest of the cool stuff out. We're kind of cruising through this one. Maybe I will throw in another one. I don't know. We do have stickers for this one, which is awesome. Still need to work on getting some stickers, but I think I might have to make a new video for next week because I don't think everything's gonna be in on time to do the video that I was planning to do for next week. Mainly because I checked the tracking and the label's been created and has not moved. So we'll see how that goes. And it's supposed to be a video that I'm doing for a company too. So it's on them if it's late. 1v1 me multiverses. If that's a real threat, even though I haven't played it in a long time, you're going down. You're going down. I would love to play you in multiverses. I want to get back into multiverses, but I have become the biggest God of War fan that has only played one God of War game. So that's going to take up a lot of my time. Let's just set up these bumpers real quick. How far are you in Pokemon now, Mr. or I guess everybody, but it was directed at Mr. DC. I need to take on the last two of the gang members. I don't remember what they're called. Team Star. I need to take on their last two bases, and then I'm off to the Pokemon League, which I think I could technically do the Pokemon League right now because I do have all the badges, and I just took out the last Guardian. I need to go to the Professor, but none of this is really spoilery, so don't worry. But I don't need to take that out yet. Put that off to the side. I still need to clean this mat. Maybe next week we'll have a clean one. We'll see. But I'm hoping, I mean, I definitely should be done with the main story and hopefully the Pokédex by next week. But I'm hoping next week for the members that we'll do a stream where we can all do the raid battles together. And I can get, I don't know if I want to, I should take that back. I'm still deciding on whether or not I want to try and make it so I can play directly with the members, or just choose a handful of you and play with you on stream, which would most likely mean starting with the people that I know more personally of the members to give it a test run. If that's something you guys are interested in, whether you're a member currently or not, let me know. But I thought doing raids with members would be cool. And it would also give me something to do, because I don't think I've done any streams for the month of November. If I have, it was at the very beginning of the month. Yep. Last week I was going to try and stream God of War, and I'm glad I didn't. Because I didn't realize how badly it would get me demonetized. But it's still a great game. And once I'm done playing Pokemon, I'm immediately hopping onto God of War 2. I'm trying to play all of the main God of War games. I'm probably going to play just 1, 2, 3, and then move to 2018 and Ragnarok, and then I'll probably play the rest of them after Ragnarok, just because I want to break in the pace and not play like 7 Greek God of War games in a row. Yeah. Okay, I've been talking long enough. I'll see what you guys are talking about. You know you would lose, of course. But we should still play if you actually play the game, because that would be fun. I just found out that there's a Stand By Me reference in Pokemon Red. Really? That is cool. I'm having the same issue. A sponsor video deadline was today, but the materials have yet to arrive. That sucks. Okay. Grinding for Elite Four now. Is it hard? Do I need to get my Pokemons up? To be honest, I've been rolling with my starter and the electric mouse Pokemon of this generation, Pomo. That's really it. Other than that, I've just been trying to complete the Pokedex while I'm going through all of this, and I'm just leveling up Pokemon that I need to evolve that I don't think are going to have their evolutions out in the wild. So if the Elite Four and Champion are actually tough, I'm going to have to grind a little bit. I'm doing great, Jonathan. How are you? Scott! Hey Jake, happy Thanksgiving, man. Hope your stuffed unicorn comes out okay. Oh, yeah. I forgot for a second that we call it the unicorn farm. We don't eat the unicorns. Come on. Don't be ridiculous, Scott. Rux! I saw your name. I saw you say yo. If you said anything else, I haven't seen that yet. Because we're going to solder. So, if you're following along at home, whether it's now or on the VODs channel, which I should mention that today or tomorrow we'll be caught up, because yesterday's or Monday's stream, I'm gonna post it right after this stream. Today's stream is going up tomorrow, and then after that, every time we stream on the main channel, I'll be taking that down once it's done and posting it as fast as I can to the VODs channel. Mondays it'll be a little slower, but Wednesdays should be almost immediate. There might be like an hour of downtime because I don't have insanely fast upload, and these are hour to 2 hour long streams, so it takes a while. If I just like downloaded the 720p rip of it, then it would take like no time at all. But I record these now, so it's higher quality for you guys. It'll actually be a higher quality on the VODs channel. But anyways, for those following along, put your soldering iron down and push the solder into the iron, then lift up. It's the way to get a beautifully perfect solder ball every single time, except for when you don't, and then you should just use a dab of flux and it'll correct itself. Now, what I like to do, because this is upside down, everything is going to go backwards but up. So we have L here, and L is real, so we're going to go to the right with it. I'm going to actually get my tweezers for this. We're going to hold this right there so it's going to the right and up, and then it's stuck down. Then for the next one, it's labeled right, so we're going to take it to the left and up. Probably should have started with select, but I also have that a little too far up and it's getting in the way. But select, we are also going to the left. Doesn't really have a direction, but it's better to have it face with the same wires left, so no biggie. And then we can, we can grab our select wire, maybe, and grab our actually, we're gonna add some solder to TP2 first, which is the top right of the screen, sorry. Do the same thing. Don't burn it. If it's not sticking, get some flux. And I'm going to move right out of the way. We're going to attach this the select wire to TP2. There we go. But make sure your wire isn't over any of the buttons, like I kind of had it there. Yeah. Sorry it wasn't perfectly centered, but you saw it, I think. I hope. Okay. Now we can unplug it. You can, if you want, solder the R and L wires to TP... I want to say it's TP9 right here, and TP10? I don't see the other one. There's TP0 and there's TP1, but I think that's for A and B. Either way, I don't like soldering to the test pads for these, just because there's so much solder on the other pins. I like to solder to these pins because it does the same thing. It just has a direct line to the button. I mean, the test pad does too, but you know what I mean. Or maybe you don't. I don't know. Moving on. We're gonna get our flush cutters out. If you don't have flush cutters, a craft knife will do. Maybe even just some regular tweezers or pliers. We're gonna snip this off. If all you have is pliers, then if you can actually grab those with maybe some needle nose, you can just wiggle it back and forth and it should pop off. But I highly recommend flush cutters because if you're gonna get into the DIY scene of anything, they're very useful tools. I'm gonna take a drink and read over these chats. Yes, God of War is got a lot of that. DC. Something that legit threw me off while I was watching a Let's Play was that your opponent chooses the weak Pokemon against you. That's been the same for a while though. But she is... Yeah, I don't want to... I guess it's technically a spoiler, even though it's something you learn very, very early on, and I don't think it really... I don't know what the implications are at the end because I haven't got there. So yeah, I'm just not gonna say anything, so people don't get mad. Ragnarok is too good. Yeah, I really liked the story that I watched on stream because I know the whole story because I didn't want to wait. I knew it would be months before I got to the game, and I've already like watched so much of the story of the rest of the God of War games. That's why I said that I'm the biggest God of War fan that has only played one game, because even like the reason I wanted to try it was because of the completionist video. It was very good and I'm like, I gotta play that. And then I started watching lore videos and so many videos and I'm just hooked on it. It's a really, really good story. So I was just not expecting the lack of clothing on some of the characters, but I guess ancient Greece was kind of like that. But also, it's not something you see a ton in video games in general. I feel like I didn't get that over as far as I could, but I don't think it's gonna show up. If it does, I'm gonna be upset. Let's actually adjust that real quick. If you do try to adjust this sticker, because like I did, I've got it so you can kind of see the edge. Really just tear it off, and then you can realign it. It is going to be tougher to realign it, but it's actually not too bad. And it doesn't have to be perfect because assuming you got the rest of it lined up decently, it's going to stick to that instead. But I don't want it to show through the clear. So, there we go. the other night I watched a 4-hour video just reviewing all of the God of War games, and I loved it. I'm very excited for God of War 2 because I've heard I don't know, I just hear, besides the PSP and Ascension games, that every God of War just gets better as time goes on, which is good and very rare for a series. So I'm very excited for these games because I really like the first one, and it's pretty much the worst of the main games. It's crazy. Okay. OG God of War is scandalous. I would say that PS2, PS3 God of War is Kratos the college years. Yeah, that makes sense because he was very dad in the new games. 7 years ago was 1935. Is that like actually the math of 7 years ago? Because I'm very confused. I don't know how long that is, unless it's literally just... Oh, let me do the math here. 65 plus 22 would be 87. 87 years. So 4 score would be 20. A score is 20 years. Interesting. Math. Oh, okay, you just picked up a fresh team. That's why you're grinding. Cool. So the new Pokemon is worth buying, in spite of the bugs. I really want to play it. Yes, there are bugs, and to add on to what I mentioned last week, it is disappointing to have the bad frame rates and all that stuff, but it really hasn't affected my gaming experience that much. If anything, it's just added comedic value. So I don't mind at all. Okay, so I'm gonna peel this back. I'm gonna stick this down. I'm gonna stick it down sort of lightly though. I actually didn't want to solder that down yet, but okay. Okay, that kind of just fell down. I've been having a really hard time lining these up perfectly lately. There's a Game Boy Pocket that sold. Yeah, that's a terrible lineup. But don't ever stick this down super hard until you have it lined up perfect. Because it will be very hard to remove it without breaking the entire screen. So that is my advice to you. I know I'm blocking it, but it is all the way up against the guides on the top, all the way up against the guide on the left, and there's only like a fingernail, not even a fingernail's width or thickness between this post and the bottom of the screen. So if that's not perfect, I don't know what is. But my problem has been with keeping it straight. It's like the tiltedness of it, and you don't notice it when it's a black screen lens like the one we've got on right now, but it's very noticeable with like white screen lenses, because you can see the the outline where the game isn't displayed on the screen, and so you get the black borders, but then the white screen lens, even though it's very beautiful, you can see exactly how much it's off, and it's never like insanely tilted. I guess I shouldn't say never, but it just is frustrating. I'm gonna put the buttons in, huh? Okay. They didn't. If they changed it in Gen 5, I'm not sure. I think it was Gen 6 they changed it. TP 8 and 9. Thank you. So TP 8 and 9, according to DC. He says I think, but I'm pretending that it's fact because then I can blame DC for all my problems if I'm wrong. So about your Game Boy Pocket Week thumbnail lies, I found your back catalog video where you made a Game Boy Pocket Color with Natalie's help. It was a fun video. Also, you should be banned for using a Dremel ever again. I'll cut this in half right now. You want me to? For those who are unaware, when I made my ultimate Game Boy Pocket, it was really just a Game Boy Color in a Game Boy Pocket shell. It's called the Game Boy Pocket Color, or POCO for short. And, okay, yeah, hold up. Natalie does the whole POCO thing, so shout out to her. But she just sent me this shirt because of a little inside joke thing that we have. But it's an awesome shirt. It's a really nice shirt. But it's the same shirt company that I use for my merch, which you can buy at retroremaster.com. We got a new design coming up really soon. Still waiting on the final product samples. But anyways, I got really distracted. In the Game Boy Pocket Color video, I cut a Game Boy Color in half, and I did a very maniacal laugh. And in fact, that's where this picture comes from. This card is also from Natalie the Nerd, and this is the exact moment right before I put the Dremel to the Game Boy. But I actually pulled away. I didn't actually cut it like that. I think I just scored it. I may have used the Dremel, but I think I just scored it and then snapped it in half, which might just be more brutal. But yeah, it was a fun video. I think that's one of the. It was a struggle. I was on the phone with Natalie for hours, just trying to figure out what I was doing wrong. Which, as much fun as I had with that video, it was very frustrating trying to get it to work. But after it was all said and done, I really like that video. I think it's one of my best. I think it is one of my best. Okay. And earlier I just rested. Oh man. I just rested this on top of the screen lens like that, because this is my superior way to not get any dust into this. Man. I just want to get at least one of the Phillips screws down. Oh! Anybody say it? Anybody? Anybody? No. Wow. Light tube, by the way. Okay. I'm getting this stuck. There we go. Okay. I am struggling. I think the toughest part about the Game Boy Advance mods is getting the speaker to actually go in its place. Okay. Now I can finally get this screw down and show you how to install the screen lens. Get that one screwed down. Get the next one screwed down. And we can do the third one after. Flip this over. And then we can peel the edges with the little tab. And then I like to peel just the sticky part off, or the whole thing. I guess that's fine. But I like to make it so it's just the non-sticky white half that protects the middle. And then push from the sides to get the other piece off, because it's the best way to not get any of the glue from the sides on it. And then gonna get the canned air because I see some dust. And then we can drop this down in there. And there should be no dust, no fingerprints, but there might end up being, because it's inevitable. But there we go, we've got it installed. And again, I've forgotten to do that thing where you actually test your mod kits, because I'm bad. I like your comment, DC. I did in my head about 3 minutes ago. I'm assuming about the light pipe. Have you ever done a GBA ITA kit? I have not, but if you're wondering what that looks like, look at a DSi screen. Then you know what it's like, because it's literally just a DSi screen, specifically the bottom screen. But I think it's the same panel as the top screen with a different ribbon cable. So yeah, it's just not that. It's okay. It's just not that good compared to an IPS display. It's so much better, so much better. But as you can see here, we've got two wires sticking out from the sides. I have purposefully had them sticking out to the corresponding sides because we're going to solder this one to this one and this one to this one. Beautiful. Okay, let's move these out of the way. Slide this over, and this should be like perfectly centered when I zoom in. That's pretty dang good. Pretty dang good. Jason Espinoza. I finally installed an IPS screen using your live streams as a guide. I'm using Eneloops for the batteries, and I noticed that it is usually always on red light even at full charge. Is this because of the power switch? Possibly. You might need to clean it. I recommend cleaning it. If you were able to successfully do it with the soldering, then I would go for it. It's not going to hurt to clean it, but most likely it's your Eneloop batteries, and they're not bad. They're totally fine. It's because the nickel batteries don't give as much juice as the alkaline batteries do, or lithium ion. And while they are totally fine for this stuff, they just run at a lower voltage, and the battery indicator is based off of voltages. I don't know enough about electronics and power in that area, So I might get something a little technically wrong, but once it hits a certain voltage is when it kicks down to the dying light. So unless you do some sort of fancy mod to make it adjust for the what's it called, the nickel batteries, then it's gonna most likely be red most of the time. Which is not the end of the world, but I guess it can be annoying when you're trying to figure out how long the battery lasts. Which is about 3... Actually, I haven't done it for the advanced, so I'm not going to say how much battery I think it takes. But I'm assuming it's going to be about 3 hours of battery life. But Eneloops are good. They're probably... I like the Ladas and the Eneloops I've heard great things about. And I like Energizer. But unless it's just like a crap no-name brand, you're probably fine with batteries. I just totally did not show that soldering job, but it's beautiful. And there we go. We're all done soldering. So we can zoom out with a mini flashbang and read some more chat. 4 scores and 7 wiggles. I really want to make a pocket color. If I ever get a repair with the trash lower half and working top half, that'll be my go-to mod. That's exactly what I did. But I had a couple bad colors, and none of them really, or one of them didn't work. So, but I mean, really neither of them really worked because it was a major struggle. I can't talk. Maybe I'm drinking that whiskey that DC was talking about, but. That dang light pipe is the most frustrating thing. If I don't forget about it, it falls out during assembly. Yeah, it's not. I don't know why. Like the original light pipes will just they're in there. Like they don't go anywhere. I don't know where I put the the front half, but I just can't talk today. I think I'm talking faster than my brain can compute. And that's why I mess up while reading my script for videos all the time. And why my voice is already a little because I talked so much yesterday while recording. And I still have to record an add-in for this week's video. Yeah. I've done the ITA kit. They're fine. More work than an IPS and screen install. They're more work too. Yeah. No thanks. I'll probably eventually do it because make a tutorial on it, whatever. Maybe just do a stream on it. But it's just like, I don't know. It does not really excite me. Okay. Let's get the back half on. And without screwing the entire back half down, I'm just going to put the power switch in because that's what I always forget. I think I forget the power switch more than I forget the light pipe. Okay. Batteries right there. I haven't had to use batteries or AA's in so long. Because we've been doing SPs and pockets, so no AA's there. There we go. Everything looks centered there. Let's test it real quick. And if there's anything glitching at this moment in time, it's because there's a bit of a gap going on. So, yeah. Well, okay, to be fair, that could actually be a short. So, we're going to try this again. Okay. Because sometimes if you don't solder the wire down well on TP2, if you have it overextended and touching one of the vias, the many vias around it, then just pressing select or even start could short it. And I've had that problem a couple times in the past, so that's why I wanted to test it, but it seems all good here. Because it would definitely be doing it right now. But it's not. I think we're all good. I think it was just a case of having a major gap and the battery's disconnected for a second. Wait, what am I taking this apart for? Everything looks good. Let's get this last Phillips screw down, which is the black one. You have them sticking out the sides to get better TV reception. Huh? I'm confused. I don't have rabbit-eared TV anymore. We have Dish Network. As always, GBA is looking fire. Thank you. Thank you, Erwin. Ruck said yo, and then I haven't heard him since. Did he say that he wasn't going to be able to stick around? Or is he just being quiet today? He did say that he was late last time because he was playing Pokemon. So maybe I just woke him up by saying his name. But okay, we're 45 minutes into the stream. There's Rex. 47 minutes into the stream. How is the audio? Is there any glitchiness? Please let me know, because I don't get to hear it. I am playing Pokemon. I knew it. I knew it. Watch out for the camera. Okay. They gave me an extra Phillips screw. My first thought that comes to my head was like, I should give away the screw. But that would be pointless and a waste of money. That would be pretty funny giveaway. Make a bunch of people sign up for a small Phillips head screw, specifically for the Game Boy Advance. And it's an aftermarket one, it's not even original. Just tightening everything up because while you should be careful tightening up Game Boy Advances, because if you've been a follower of Mod Mondays for a while, I don't tend to. I've broken plenty of screw posts in my day because I over tightened it. They're kind of weak on the Advance for some reason. So audio's good? Good. I haven't had TV service since I moved out of my mother's house over 14 years ago. Wow, way to rub it in that you moved out of your parents' place. I'm kidding. But yeah, I don't think that I'll ever get a TV subscription in my life that I personally paid for. I'll just mooch off my parents for the rest of the time. No, but the only thing I care about for having a TV subscription is having sports. The NFL still does not have some sort of streaming service, but I think the DirecTV contract is up. So hopefully they make it accessible to where you don't have to buy DirecTV to have the ability to buy Sunday Ticket. I just want to watch any game and every game. Heck, even just having Red Zone would be nice. I know I could pay for Red Zone, but that's $10 a month, I think, for just seeing every touchdown. I don't want to. Nah. ESPN Plus, no. They hardly have any games on there. If I think you could watch Monday Night Football on ESPN Plus, but since we have Dish, I can use my login and get it for free. In quotes, because my parents pay like $100 a month for Dish Network. So, but I think I could watch it on the Dish Anywhere app. But now that's all together, let's double check that everything is a-okay. Then we'll put it up for sale. So if you're here to buy this, then I got you. I don't know what I'm saying. And subscribe. We are less than 800 away from 50,000 subscribers. And I've got a really cool, super mega awesome 50,000 subscriber video that's just waiting to be posted. And it'd be really nice if we hit it this week so I could post it next week. Because I don't know if I can post the video I had planned for next week yet, because even though I've done about half of the video at this point, I don't actually have the product. And you might be thinking, how can you do half the video if you don't have the product? Well, because I technically already do have the product. Plus, also, you'll see. There's like lead up to me getting the product in the video. I don't actually have the video or the product in my hands until halfway through the video. So, I guess like a quarter of the way. I haven't edited that portion yet, so I don't know how long that's gonna take. But I order the custom version of the thing I'm reviewing, and I show the whole customization process for it. But anyways, okay, that's not right. That wasn't doing that before. I may have driven a wire through I think I drove a wire through or drove a screw through a wire. Oh my gosh. It was on right. Let's see here. It is entirely possible. And since it's not wanting to come out, I would agree that this is caught on the wire. Oh my goodness. Oh my gosh. Okay, we're just gonna get the rest of them because we're gonna have to take it apart anyways, figure this out. Yeah, the power LED was flickering. These aren't fully charged batteries, so it's also gonna be that. But like I said earlier, nickel batteries not always gonna give you a solid green light, even if it's fully charged. Because these are 1.2 volts each to make it 2.4, and I can't think of the word, in line. I don't know if that's the right word. And alkaline, or the Jugi batteries that are pain to get in and or take in and out for some reason. Those are both 1.5 to make it 3 volts, and I think, yeah, even though those don't even add up to it. Let's see if you can read this here. It says right there 3.3 volts. So that's the adapter rating 3 volts. And if we're only pushing 2.4, it's going to think it's low battery. Because I believe your voltage drops as it dies. Again, don't quote me. And quote Rux, because he's smarter than me. But I ordered Funny playing laminated IPS for the GBA, waiting for it to arrive to put it together. Nice. Let me know how it goes. So I have not even gotten one of those. I've ordered one, but I don't think that's coming. Anyways, Phillips. Where did I put the Phillips bit? Got a piece, dudes. Happy Thanksgiving. Happy Thanksgiving, Erwin. If you haven't left already, you probably did though. Do you recommend buying aftermarket GBA SP shells from some random Amazon seller? If it's some random Amazon seller, then no. I think there are some reputable companies on there. Oh, that's different. It was that's interesting. So it managed to get in the cart slot, and it was grounding on the cart slot. Interesting. Well, trying to decide if I get a new one or if I just capped on tape this, because it is it's still connected. Can you see that? That's what I'm working with right now. Hello, Joshua Martin. Welcome. But it's not, I don't see any of the wires cut. Interesting. I did not know that lithium batteries kept the voltage until they die. Replace it? Okay. You're right. I do it the right way. Make the stream longer too. If it's extreme rate, then go for it, because extreme rate does sell on Amazon. Oh, you got a nice close up of my hand. Okay, so that was R, so we can desolder this. Don't try this at home, kids. It's not really soldering on the screen, but it also kind of is. See, it's not touching the screen. That's in on screen there. Okay. RIP wire. We'll use orange. I should have cut this down first. Oh well. We'll match the length of the red wire.
All right.
Okay. Sorry you're not really getting to see all this, but try and show it here. Because I still don't have a wire stripper that works for 30 gauge wire. I think this is 30 gauge. Yeah, because mine goes down to 22. But I also got it really cheap from like Walmart or something. I think it was like $5. And it's served me well. It's still better than doing it to, what's it called? Yep, anyways. Easy solder job. And tweezers. Better than scissors is what I was about to say. It's better than regular scissors. Cool. There might be microscopic damage that you can't see, it's true. But I at least know that it still has a connection because it was making R go off the entire time. I just wanted to take the lazy route, and that's not okay. But if I'm being honest, even if I didn't replace it, I probably would have gone back later and done it anyways, because I would think about it. It'd be on my conscience. And I'd be like, I can't sell it like this. Because I freak out over every little thing. Like, end stream me, I'm like, I just want to get it over with. But then post stream me, I'm like, I really need to do that. And I spend way too long fixing minor things that most people won't ever even notice. Like, I'll show my parents some things where I'm like, look how bad this is. And they're like, what do you mean? I don't see anything. I'm like, you see how it's got like the slightest curve? Like, even less of a curve than the you see in the world? And they're like, no, I don't. But they're also they wear glasses. Anyways, yeah, RGRS. You can use code Jake to save 10%. I was just going off of Amazon stuff because I know that you had mentioned Amazon, and while I don't have a coupon code for Amazon, I do have affiliate links, so either way you'd be supporting me. But using code Jake will save you 10%. It just might take a little bit longer for them to ship it out. Okay. Now this wire can be wrapped around. This wire is a little looser than normal. Usually it's kind of tight around the capacitors here, but it's very loose this time. And then this one will make sure it doesn't go in the car slot. Maybe I should have shortened this. I'm gonna pinch this wire so it wants to stay down more. That didn't entirely work, but we'll just be careful pushing this down. I don't see any wires in there, so I think we're good. I'm gonna just zoom out here. You don't need a close-up of me screwing these in a second time. Speed run these screws real quick and test it once again. Everything should be fine. Normally I would test it before I screw these things down like I did earlier, but when it worked totally fine earlier and then it didn't work totally fine once we screwed it in, makes me want to screw it in before I test anything. How you guys doing? What's up, Tidy Sage? I don't think I've ever seen your name before, if I'm being honest. So I feel a little bad because you say what's good like I should know your name. Unless you changed your name. I've had that happen a couple times. Like, I like to respond to people with names that are like, obviously they're not them, but they're not like in trying to impersonate this person. Like, I'll get like a comment from Pinocchio and their profile picture is just Pinocchio, and I just like to say thanks Pinocchio, and that's really it. Yeah, I don't know. I just think those are the funniest things. But then later, they'll change their YouTube name to something completely different. And then my comment just looks even more dumb. Like, their whole plot was to get me to say hi to Pinocchio, and then they changed it to... I can't think of a single other Pinocchio character. Yeah. First time here on stream. Cool. I don't feel as bad then. Been watching your vids but never popping in the stream. Well, welcome. If you haven't subscribed to the VODs channel, I recommend doing that because this stream will only be up for like 24 hours. Probably less than that. I might turn it off beforehand. Okay, we can actually adjust now, so that's good. And subscribe to this channel. Everybody else. It's not automatically popping up there. You can't really see that, but there we go. Hallelujah. It scared me for a second because there's a delay on my capture software, even for me looking. And I was like, what? Oh, okay. We're good. It also doesn't work if you miss it and don't hit the button. Anyways, we're all good here. And look at that. Light's not flickering. It's funny how life works. Alright. There's no need to take a picture of this one, because I have a picture that I just posted to Instagram. And looks like a ton of you have already liked that one, so thank you. Got a little distracted. By the way, people were asking about Retro Game Repair Shop's Black Friday the other day, and they are doing 15% off everything store-wide, which is a little bit better than my coupon code. With BFCM22, which is an acronym for Black Friday Cyber Monday, if you couldn't figure that one out. So, all weekend, I'm assuming it's all weekend because it says November 24th-28th, you can get everything 15% off at Retro Game Repair Shop. So I'd take advantage of that. And Retro Modding said, they posted like right before I went on stream, and they're teasing they're teasing their Black Friday sale, and it's going to go up, or their offer for it is being revealed tomorrow. I don't know, I was a little confused by it. So look out on their Instagram tomorrow, and then you'll know what their sale is like. So I should just be chunky cheese, not Chuck E. Cheese. Black Friday 2. But okay, yeah, I'm just gonna leave I usually don't get to leave these on because I like to take cool pictures of this. So, oh, I can put the sticker on though. I'm gonna set this live real quick. So, probably, I don't know, I could see this one going instantly. We haven't had an instant sale in a while, but if you want this, if you've been in here waiting to pick this one up, either way, I think this is gonna go fast. So you're gonna want to act now. This is at the new price of $199.99. That is $15 less than before. So if you want it, it is live right now. Right now. I'm actually gonna adjust that so it doesn't have the weird 1 cent thing. There we go. It is live, so if you want it, you can get it. It's one of the top links in the description. But yeah, or you can buy a nice Game Boy from me. Thank you, mother with father's name. That's another thing. One of these days, my mom's gonna figure out how to change her name on her Google account, and all these responses to a Dennis Simmons, it's gonna be all for naught because it'll be a Tracy Simmons. But I've even looked, and I don't know how to change the name on her Google account. I need to try again, but it makes me feel really dumb. But it's also like deep in the settings too. But because they used to like share an email when Gmail was like first coming out, or at least like first really free to the public. And that was way back when I was in elementary school, and we got one, and I ended up getting one. But my parents shared the email, which I don't know why, because my dad has a business email, so I don't know, whatever, doesn't matter. But it's under my dad's name, even though my mom uses it, and it's pretty much just her email anyways. So, but I'm not going to reveal the email, because that would be bad and dumb. Okay, moving on. Yeah, let's put the stickers on. Put the stickers on, and that will be the end of the stream. But again, if you missed it, I am gonna hopefully do another members stream later next week. I'm gonna try and do it before the end of November, but I would like to beat the game and hopefully complete the Pokédex. But I would like to do some raid battles with some friends, and then seeing how that goes, maybe we'll get other members in there. I'm also just thinking about doing a Discord, since the state of Twitter is so iffy, and instead of going to another social media platform that I just don't care about, making a Discord server would just make more sense, even though I'm a boomer when it comes to Discord. I'm a massive boomer with Discord. I just don't use it. But that could act as my new place to post random whatever I want posts and have you guys like it. I don't know. What do you do on Discord? What do you do? Discord would be good. We gotta vote for Discord. I would put up a poll, but I don't really have anything else to do. Why not? We'll do a post while I clean up. How's that sound? Start a poll. Discord? Discord? Question mark? Ask your community. But while I clean up, you guys can answer that poll. If you have any questions or concerns or comments or anything, let me know. If you want to win the giveaway for the extra screw, leave 1,000,000 comments, and the first person to post 1,000,000 comments wins it. I actually have to do a lot of cleanup around here. I still have the carcasses of the old mods from like a week or two ago, like before Pocket Week. I have the Pocket Week shells. I've got a DS Lite shell from the macro. I've got the shell from Monday's stream. I've got now the shell from this stream. It's a mess. I just don't know what to do with it because my bag of old shells is now full. And so I need to get a new bag and send that one off to my friend in New York. But I said first to 1,000,000 comments. First to 1,000,000 comments. I can't just give it to you, okay? I give you a lot of stuff. If you don't know, Dank Mayo is my friend Ezra, and we used to work together, and now we're good friends, and I give him a lot of the things that I have from videos that I don't need or want anymore. Like the chair that I got. Okay. It's a lot of trash. Okay. Okay, don't actually spam, please. I need to look away for 1 second. And plus, these aren't comments. These don't stay. My chat rate is going to be insane. Actually, it currently says 0, so I think it's bugged anyways. Maybe you just broke it. And you're a mod, so no one can time. Actually, I can time you out. Oh, I thought it was gonna give me options. I thought it was gonna give me like a 60-second option. That's funny. Oh my gosh. That was worth it for the good laugh. But there you go. I don't think it sold. Yeah, no. If you still want this, you can have it. And it looks like 5 votes. We only got 5 votes and all of them are yes. So you did miss something. But you can watch it back on the VODs channel tomorrow when I post it to celebrate Thanksgiving, I guess. My least favorite holiday. But anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed, leave a like. We've got, wow, we have more likes than concurrent viewers because people are dropping off and leaving, which is okay. But for name change on YouTube, okay, we would like it for the overall Google account, because whenever she sends emails, it says they reply with "Thank you, Dennis," and it's 99% of the time my mom. So, but if it's at least for YouTube, then that's fine too. We'll figure it out. Anyways, I was gonna. Oh yeah, let's make. Did you miss Monday's stream? We're gonna post it to the VOD channel. This is the last time I get to do it, so we're gonna drop that in the chat if you want to keep the good times rolling. Hop over to that content and hold up. Ezra just sent me a snap. Set as instant premiere. There we go. And the real quick funny playing question, you got until I post the next stream, or until I post that link in the chat, so go. Also, I'm not trying to be mean, but the best way to ask me a question is to also just ask it. If I don't want to answer it, I won't answer it. But just ask the question. I mean, if it's obviously not something appropriate for stream, then don't ask it. But if it's about like mod kits and stuff, just ask it. Really do that with any YouTuber. They will appreciate that so much more than you know, and they'll actually be more likely to answer your questions. Okay, copying the link and dropping it into the stream chat. Boom. Do you know of any other UV shell sellers other than RGRS? You can go to AliExpress and there are some there. I think Zed Labs does some. Retro Modding does some, but I think they're all just for the DMG. So, yeah, just I would look at AliExpress first. That's where the most variety is going to be. But there are a few at Zed Labs and a few at Retro Modding. But the majority of them you're going to find at RetroGamerCareShop.com. So, and you can use code Jake to save 10% there. You can use code Jake to save 5% at Retro Modding. I don't have a code for AliExpress or Zed Labs, so yeah. Oh, okay. My bad then. Probably because a dank mayo spam, huh? In series, that was the word I was looking for. I didn't have to use anything to cuts. Oh, okay, yeah, I did miss that earlier. I was getting heated about ESPN. One person doesn't want it. One person doesn't want Discord. We'll probably make a Discord. Okay. 21 of you stuck around for this nonsense, so if you want to go to the VOD that was last week that I actually took down almost immediately because I kind of half revealed my address, and so I wanted to blur that out, and I blurred it out. So yeah, you can go watch that now if you'd like, and I probably won't see you there because I got stuff to do. So more people are joining at the last second. But this stream will be up tomorrow on the VODs channel, so go subscribe to the VOD channel, link in the chat, and I will see you guys on Friday for the ultimate PS2. It's going to be awesome. Later, guys. Oh, I'm on the wrong screen. Oh, no, no, no.